everybody. Oh my goodness. I think it's the first time I've seen myself on camera. Hi, excuse my voice. I am Nomadic Kitty. Welcome to my channel. I have been sick, sick, sick for counting almost 3 weeks now. And as you can tell by my voice, I'm still not better. But I just decided to do this live stream because I haven't done it. I normally do a live stream every weekend where I talk about K-pop. It's either a Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night. I have not been able to do the live stream because I have been sick with a horrific cold. I wouldn't even describe it as cold. It's flu. It's really like a viral infection. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We'll get into that later. I'm here to talk about if my voice holds. I don't know how many people are going to be here. Y'all will probably watch it on a rewatch. But like the title says, I'm here to talk about HYBE revenue, because each quarter, all of the major K-pop labels release a revenue statement. So I'm going to talk about HYBE and their revenue statement and what it says. And also I'm talking about HYBE and they've gone through litigation over the past couple of months to figure out who's been dragging their artists. And there's been a really interesting revelation. Like HYBE went to court in California a couple of months ago to try to find out who or what entity or persons have these YouTube channels, these content creators that have harassed their talent. So I'm going to talk about that, like what things were discovered. Very interesting. Things that I've said all along about some of these content creators on YouTube that consistently and persistently drag HYBE. Then we're going to talk about JHope. Then we're going to talk about Olivia Marsh and her plagiarism thing. If you haven't heard about it, I did a YouTube short. Then we're going to talk about JHope's concert. And that's the last thing I'm going to talk about. I was going to talk about Sugar Day. I'm just going to talk briefly about Sugar's birthday coming up. So y'all get ready for that. So like I said again, y'all excuse the background noise. It's probably my children. And excuse my voice. But I got something to drink. I got water, and something to drink just in case. So, yeah, hopefully my voice will hold. So the first thing we're going to talk about is HYBE. HYBE. HYBE is one of the big four, if you don't know, just a little background. HYBE is one of the big four K-pop companies. There's HYBE, there's SM, there's JYP, and there's YG. The big four. It used to be the big three. But with BTS popularity, they were managed by a company called Big Hit. Big Hit created a conglomerate by the name of HYBE, HYBE. So BTS is under HYBE with a bunch of artists, and Hypen, TXT, LE SSERAFIM, many different groups. HYBE also bought up Pledis Entertainment and a bunch of other little ones. And they also own like a gaming division. They have HYBE America. There's also a Japanese division. So HYBE has been expanding and branching out within the past 5 years, I would say. And they've been very successful. They become the target of a lot of hatred with K-pop haters who want to hate on HYBE. So HYBE and all these companies in Korea, they release a revenue statement showing how much they made, their losses. So HYBE released their revenue statement, and they've earned a lot of money. And then they also tell you like which group has earned how much money. 17 is on top. 17 is like the top overall boy group in HYBE right now. They're number one. And then I think number two is either TXT or Hypen, or they're very, very close to one another. So 17 has brought in the most revenue for HYBE in this past quarter. So within the past 6 months, I was very shocked at that, I guess because I'm not a 17 stan. I'm not a 17, but I understand that they are very popular. They went on a world tour. I know they came to Dallas and I tried to get tickets, but like they sold out within 30 minutes, so we couldn't get tickets. Um, so HYBE has made a lot of revenue. However, their expenditures is how much they spent, outweighs their revenue, which is pretty normal, which is nothing. It wasn't too bad. It was pretty normal. They have a lot of expenditures because um, other bands in Hype and TXT are planning a world tour. JHope is on tour. We're going to talk about. And anytime anybody goes on tour, it costs a lot of money to bring about a tour. So it's just the nature of the beast. So they were also, before that, I did another video where I was talking about how I was actually lost money. And so in a lot of these companies, I didn't look up SM or JYP or the other ones. I just looked up HYBE. So that was the only one I really care about. So HYBE has lost money, not really lost money, but their spending has outstripped how much money they made. But with the anticipation of BTS and Hyphen and TXT going back on tour, I'm sure their next quarter is going to be better. So, and I'm looking to buy stock in HYBE. There you go. So that was their stock. So what else was revealed from HYBE in Korean media is that HYBE, months ago, I reported on another live stream and another video that HYBE has went to a California court to request, they went to a California court to get the names and information of certain YouTubers and content creators. So they went to California court. They did that. And they've gotten the names and they've starting to take these content creators to court because these content creators wrote horrible things about Illit, Le Seraphim. They wrote horrible things about Suga, and various other rumors have been spread by quote unquote Kpop or Korean entertainment gossip vlogs and blogs on YouTube. So-called content creators. One thing that popped up recently is that one of these content creators, and I won't say their name, most of these channels are in Korean, but they're through YouTube. So they're Korean channels, a lot of times run by Korean people on YouTube. However, one particular channel, and I won't say the name, I've seen this person's channel. It turns out this channel is actually owned by a company. So let me look it up. I looked this up on HYBE. HYBE boy. He's a YouTuber. He is a stockholder of HYBE. And he's a content creator. If you haven't looked at HYBE boy, he's great. So and he's a unapologetic BTS stan. I don't know if he's ARMY, but he loves BTS. Let's see. So the name of the company, let's see, is called FastView. So there's a company called FastView that has been revealed as owning a YouTube channel. And this YouTube channel, like I said, I won't say the name, but I've looked it up. And it looks like a regular like K-pop gossip site. So HYBE has came back and some other media outlet, not HYBE, exposed this company as one of the companies that owned a YouTube channel that has said horrible things about Illit, Le Seraphim during the whole Coachella thing. So some of y'all remember the whole Coachella thing. Last year, Le Seraphim performed at Coachella. People were saying that their vocals were horrible. The way they performed was horrible. It was just terrible. This went on and into the summer. Like it was like July. Months later, people were still talking about how horrible Le Seraphim. I went back and watched the Coachella performance. I watched the whole thing twice. And I'm like, eh. A lot of international fans, K-pop fans, and a lot of Fear Nots, the Seraphim fans, were up in arms because people were all on Twitter or X. People were creating the whole sites. People were on news organizations and dragging Le Seraphim for filth. This went on and on and on. And I'm like, it wasn't even that bad. I've seen worse. Illit. They drug Illit. Remember, it was the whole thing that they copied New Jeans. And then somebody was saying, one of the members, I won't say her name, that her scar on her leg or her body is because she got liposuction and she fat. And I mean, it went on and on and on. This channel was one of the channels that wrote certain things. And you can watch HYBE's video where he breaks it down. People went on and on and on and on and on about Le Seraphim and Illit and plagiarism. And the whole Le Seraphim can't sing. They were like, people were harassing them. People were giving them death threats online because of all of this. So this went on and on and on and on and on and on and on, right? So it turns out that one of these channels that was really going in on them, one of these channels was owned by a company called Fast View. Fast View since have come out and released a statement. They did a video saying that they didn't mean to defame artists, and they didn't. It was just misconstrued, and apparently this is all a misunderstanding. So apparently, Fast View is now playing the victim. They like, oh, well, we just report stuff and we got our sources from, and we just follow whatever that was popular and in the news and we just report it. So apparently they're saying that they were just reporting. That they didn't mean to drag. And that's because Fast View don't want to get sued by HYBE. And Fast View company is like this internet media. They're not even a media company. They're kind of like an IT company. Like, it's very odd that they would create content for K-pop. It's very odd. So Fast View got caught up. Y'all, they got caught up in this whole Le Seraphim thing. So, what I would like to say, I said it before, there are K-pop channels that are content farms. There are K-pop channels that they own many different channels, sometimes in the same genre, sometimes in different ones. They set up these YouTube channels where you think it's a person. It may be a nameless, faceless channel. It may be made by AI. It may be a person. But 9 times out of 10, these are nameless, faceless channels that are owned by companies. And either, I'm not trying to say Fast View did this maliciously, like they on purpose set up these channels, but they could have very well. There are channels where people pay companies who own channels to be like, hey, we'll pay you and write a piece about my group or my band or my TV show. And then there's the opposite. There are companies that are in competition with other groups and other companies that go to these content farms and pay these content farms to write hit pieces against different groups. This happens. This is a whole PR strategy in the entertainment industry. It's not a secret. It's not a conspiracy. It's part of their PR and marketing. You get content creators to write positive pieces about your group, and then you get them to write negative pieces about groups and companies you don't like, especially in K-pop, where it's very competitive. So I guess Fastby was saying that they weren't paid off. I'll have to bring y'all more information, but I guess they're saying that they didn't mean anything, that they were just following the wave of K-pop gossip by dragging LE SSERAFIM and Elliot and probably Sugar. I mean, like I said, we know that anytime, like I said, I find it very strange that people were dragging LE SSERAFIM that bad. I found it very odd because it just kept going. And then they were getting death threats. And then people were harassing it. And then people, people was telling them to go unalive themselves. Then people were bringing in things about Japan. That's another thing they was talking about in this article. And I'll post links when I'll do the description. I'll post links for HYBE's channel in the article. But they were saying that like LE SSERAFIM had links to some Japanese cult or something. So now you kind of understand how these rumors get started. That LE SSERAFIM's lyrics has ties to some Japanese cult that worships bears, or that LE SSERAFIM was anti-Korean. Like, rumors about their singing is one thing, but when you start dragging in like nationalistic, patriotic things into it, that's when I'm like, okay, that's to me is very insidious. Because they were out there saying that LE SSERAFIM was anti-Korean, and because they had one Japanese member, right? So they were saying that they were having like Japanese flags in their videos and hidden messages, like all this stuff to get Korean people riled up and angry at them. Like that takes it to a whole new level of just beyond plagiarism and outfits and hairstyles. Once you start accusing people of being like propagandists for another country and somehow they're anti-Korean, even though they're a K-pop group, that's when I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird now. Saying that they part of a cult. They try to say BTS was part of a cult. Yeah, I mean, that BTS was working for some cult that worships some water god, or that level of insanity. When people start saying stuff like this, you're getting way off the beating path of just gossip. So this company owned this K-pop gossip YouTube channel, and that's what some of the stuff that they were saying about some HYBE group. So HYBE is coming. I told y'all months ago, HYBE coming for y'all. Y'all can fuck around and find out if you want to, but HYBE is tired. HYBE is tired. They released a whole statement for all of their groups on Weverse saying that they're coming for people. Which they should. Excuse me. Gotta get my water. Which they should. Because people shouldn't be able to get on the internet. You can have an opinion, but saying people got liposuction and they're part of some cult or some weird bear worshiping pro-Japanese. Okay. You can say allegedly all day, but it just gets to the point. Hey, Joey. Yes, I do remember you, Joey. Joey, I'm sick, but I'm still doing this live stream. Even though I'm sick, I'm still doing this live stream, and I'm not going to be long. But yeah, I just thought I'd say that about HYBE. HYBE is coming for all of these gossip people. You sick too? Lord have mercy. I've been sick for 3 weeks now, so you got sick too. Yeah, I've been sick for 3 weeks. I ain't lost my voice. I've been in the bed. I've been trying to work my regular job and try to edit videos. Yeah, I hope you get better too, Joey. Because this is not fun. I won't get into it, but I've been very, 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 very sick. Like, not eating, not drinking. I went to the doctor for the 3rd time today, and they were pretty much told me that there's not much they can do for me. But I'm still doing videos. I'm still here. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Like I said, normally I do a live stream on the weekends where there's a lot more people here. But this weekend, I don't know what I'm gonna feel like from day to day. So I just kind of had to go. But I'll come back on the weekend and do a live stream if I feel better. But I just have to kind of take it day by day because I'm really weak. Like I've lost like 15 pounds and I got my water. I lost my voice. Like I couldn't even talk until recently. Um, so that's why I come on here and do a live stream. Also because I'm so excited about the JHope concert. So I appreciate y'all that come here on a Wednesday. Normally everybody got to go to school. So I appreciate everybody that's here on a Wednesday. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Army, y'all always come out and support my channel, and I appreciate my channel's grown so much, and I love y'all for it, and I really appreciate y'all. So even if the people I know, they're probably gonna watch this on a rewatch anyway, who may be like, oh girl, I missed it. It's fine, watch it on the rewatch. If you can't stay, you got to go to school in the morning. Yeah, you stand K-pop, so do I. Love K-pop. So we talked about the HYBE thing. Oh my God, my phone's going on. The next thing we're gonna talk about is the Olivia Marsh plagiarism thing. So I did a short video, not a short video, a YouTube short about the Olivia Marsh thing. Olivia Marsh is the sister of Danielle from New Jeans. That's her sister. She is on an indie label that's owned by Warner Brothers. The indie label is called Amplify. And it's owned by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, the big label, Warner Brothers. And she came out with an album. She's supposed to be like this indie, like songwriter, pretty girl. She can sing. So far that I've heard of it. She came out with an album like a week and a half ago. One song, her debut song, came out. Let me see what's the name of that debut song. Y'all know I be tripping. Hold on. She came out with a debut song and a music video, and I watched it. First of all, I didn't even know who Olivia Marsh was. I didn't know who she was. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just gonna keep it real. But then I started to see her name pop up in some of the YouTube channels I watch that are K-pop. And I'm like, okay, well, she can't just be some regular singer if these other K-pop channels are talking about her. So I decided, I was like, okay, well, let me go look her up, And I'm like, and I saw that she had a couple music videos and came out. She got a song called Strategy. I'm not trying to drag her because Danielle of New Jeans is her sister. Like I said before, I don't have any ill will against New Jeans. And I appreciate, a good artist. Now, Olivia Marsh's music, like I said, it's a little bit more indie than what I'm into. I'm not really into it. Hello, Eric. How are you? It's not really what I'm into, but she can sing. But she came out with a song that I'm looking for it now. And it looks like they didn't took this song down. Oh, it's called Backseat. So it came out, a song called Backseat. And this song apparently sounded just like a song called Onion Boy by an artist that I've never heard of, an indie artist named Isaac Dunbar. Now, this is a song that he released like years ago when he was like, he's apparently really young. So he released a song like when he was like a kid, like 17, 18 years old. And he's an indie artist I've never heard of. And I was like, okay. So I started seeing this making the K-pop rounds. So I was like, let me go listen. Now, if y'all don't know, like I was in choir for a long time, in choral, in choir and music when I was younger, when I was in high school and college. So I'm not like a music expert by any case. But if you go back and listen to these songs, go back and listen to them. I listen to them over and over, back to back, over and over, independently, and then one after another. They the same song. So, I mean, the same song. The chorus, the way it's the chorus. Now, she didn't change up the lyrics and the name of the song, but the chorus, the tempo, the way it's sung, is pretty much beat for beat the same song. So people found this out. It's the internet. Baby, you can't hide none from the internet. So the internet tagged Isaac Dunbar saying, boy, this sounds like your song. And then he posted on his social media going, did they just use my whole song? Like something to that effect. He replied talking about, wait a minute, because it's no mistake that this is his song, okay? So Amplify, Olivia Marsh's record label, apparently reached out to him. Apparently Olivia Marsh reached out to Isaac Dunbar. She did the good thing and reached out to him. And they came back and said, yeah, okay, we admit it. Sorry. But the song is very similar. Then they came out and said, like a couple of days afterwards, saying that it's really not plagiarism, that they come to an agreement with Isaac Dunbar, which basically means that they paid him. When they said they come to an agreement, they basically mean that they paid him for royalties for this song because the songs are too similar. It's no question. It's no way to get over that. So Olivia Marsh apologized, they apologized and everything like that. I have no problem with that. My conversation is, in K-pop, there is this big thing now that every time it seems like an artist come out, especially a HYBE, especially a girl group, Okay, why is it with the girl? It sounds like every time a girl group do a comeback, people are online talking about plagiarism. And the things that people call plagiarism or copying, it could be hair, it could be makeup, it could be clothes, it could be the style of the music video, it could be they wear hanbok, it could be the beats, it could be, I don't know, they had a dog in the video. Sabrina Carpenter had a dog. Now you got a dog. Everybody got a dog. It's a dog. They copying. There's the claims of plagiarism is so rampant that it is like, it's like almost a joke now. Like nobody can do a comeback, especially if you're a female group. You get accused of copying some other group or some other solo artist or somebody else's concept. Or again, this is a new phenomenon. I haven't been around in K-pop, in these K-pop streets for a long time. But I mean, when I first started liking K-pop in 2022, there was some of that going on. You know, people have always been accused of copying other groups. Now it's to the point where it's ridiculous and it's like rampant. So my question is, Olivia Marsh, I'm not saying she personally copied Isaac Dunbar's song. Her record label, her songwriters did, okay? People copy each other in the music industry all the time. But my question is, how did that story just blow by? How can I even take any of y'all serious? Not you personally watching this video. I know none of my fans would do that. But the people who may casually be watching my channel or my haters, because there are some haters that do come to my channels that I have to block them or delete their comments because they do try to come from my channel. But I just want to know, how can anyone take any one of y'all seriously when you have somebody that copies somebody's whole song, okay, from beginning to end, the tempo, the chorus, and then the label basically admitted it. The artist apologized, and y'all like, hey, well, you know, well, hey, we moved on. Y'all didn't move on from that. Somebody wears some pink hanbok. Somebody else wears pink hanbok. You're like, plagiarism. Somebody uses the same font in somebody's article or promotional items. Plagiarism. Somebody come out and have a beat that barely even sounds like somebody's beat. Somebody's song is like ding, 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 ding. Another group come out, the beat is like doom, 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 doom. No, they sound too similar. Plagiarism. How can I even take that shit seriously? I don't even take it seriously. Usually I'll be like, okay, well, let me look, let me see. Somebody come out with a hairstyle. Somebody got some bangs. Somebody else is like, no, it's plagiarism. They copying. I can't even take y'all serious because Olivia Marsh and her production team literally copied a whole damn song. And y'all just let that go. Y'all was like, yeah, I guess. And that story just, I thought this story was gonna go on and on and on, and people were gonna drag Olivia Marsh. Nah, the Seraphim then came with a comeback before they even got the songs even out. They started doing promotional material on Weverse. People were like, "Oh, they copying Sabrina Carpenter." I'm like, "What?" And they bring up a Sabrina Carpenter video of her in the desert in a car, and Le Seraphim. I'm like, I can't even tell you how many artists have been in a barn, in a desert, at a bar, in Arizona somewhere, with some chickens, wearing some cowboy gear. This concept has literally been in many K-pop videos, many different artists. But y'all are up here dragging Le Seraphim, talking about their copying. Then Le Seraphim released little clips, snippets of their music. Sounded good to me. People are like, oh, this song sound like that song. Y'all are literally picking apart promo clips that are like 2 seconds. I can't take y'all seriously. I don't want it now. Whenever I hear something about plagiarism, I just groan, roll my eyes, clutch my pearls, and move on. Because I cannot take, and I suggest to y'all, don't take this plagiarism bullshit seriously that these K-pop haters are trying to. It's at this point, it's just a tool to hate on other groups. That's all it is. It is being used and weaponized as a tool to hate on groups that they don't like. So all of the bunnies who don't like Le Seraphim, who drug Le Seraphim, now these same accounts on Twitter and X or whatever are trying to claim Le Seraphim as plagiarism. And that's just one example of many. Heart to Heart is a new SM girl group. People accusing them of copying New Jeans. I'm like, well, damn. Everybody copying New Jeans. It don't even matter if it even makes any sense. So I would tell the haters, y'all need to get a life. If you don't like a group, you don't like their musical style, you don't like their concept, if it looks too close to somebody else's concept and you don't like it, then don't watch it and move on. The idea that you're going on X or Twitter or Instagram or making videos, TikToks about how this group is copying this group. I don't want to hear it because again, Olivia Marsh copied somebody's whole ass song and y'all got over it. So I would tell everybody who's accusing groups of copying New Jeans or whoever, or aespa or whatever, get over it. Kiki said get over it. Y'all be all right. Stop weaponizing the word plagiarism. Half of y'all don't even know what the hell it even means. Even the definition of plagiarism. Y'all don't even know what that means. Y'all just saying it because it's like the new catch-all term to make some group that you're jealous of or hate, or it's a HYBE group. Because, you know, y'all love to hate on HYBE all the time for some weird, odd, really strange reason. People didn't done I watched a whole YouTube video about people like to hate on HYBE groups. I didn't know that was a thing. Y'all get a life. Why? I don't know why anybody would spend their efforts hating on a HYBE groups. I like HYBE groups. I like other groups too. No shade. So that's what I wanted to say about plagiarism. Is that now it's a joke, and I can't even take these claims by these little kids that they and like anytime you use somebody's font or you wear a glove and somebody else wear a glove or like the dancing. There was another video talking about choreography. Well, this group copied this choreography. I'm like, on my last part where I have to say it, and I'm gonna say with my whole entire chest, my whole congested, diseased, bacteria-riddled, viral-infected chest. All of K-pop, let me repeat, all of K-pop is copied from something. If you look on my channel, I've done whole videos about the origins of K-pop music, about the origins of the dancing in the K-pop music videos that are taken from hip hop producers, choreographers, performers, all of it is copied. There's not, these concepts are not new. Y'all just put cutesy little names on it. This is Y2K, and this is 90s core, and this is unicorn core, and nice try. Nice try. I don't care what you want to call it. I don't know. I don't care if y'all want to call it 90s core, trap core, hip hop, grunge core, grunge concept. I don't give a damn whether you want to call it Kool-Aid punch punch buggy concept. I don't care what you want to call it or what cutesy name you want to put on it. I.e., these concepts in fashion, in style, is not innovative. These creative directors have taken things and mishmash things and put things together from earlier decades of hip hop and R&B and westernized music. Some of y'all don't like to hear that. Some of y'all don't like to acknowledge it. Some of y'all don't even know because y'all are little kids. Take this from an Ajuma. I've lived it. I lived the decade of the 90s, and 90s hip hop, and TLC, and Aaliyah, and Britney Spears, and the Spice Girls. I lived in the Pussycat Dolls. I've lived through all of those decades of music, and I can tell you the things that are going on in K-pop is nothing new. The things that are going on in the American music industry, trends get recycled in every industry, even beyond music. But we're talking about K-pop. Trends and styles, genres of music, beats, all of that has been recycled over time. Especially now, there's really not a lot of originality in music, period. I like K-pop and I love K-pop because to me, K-pop goes back to the days when music that I grew up with. I like the new jack swing. I like the old school hip hop. I like Young Posse. Young Posse is my group, y'all. I like XG. That is old school hip hop. That is hip hop from the 90s. That is TLC flavor. If you don't know who TLC is, go look them up. You don't know who Aaliyah is? Go look her up. I will forever on my channel be here reminding you young people that K-pop music, the music today, is just a throwback from music that I grew up with. And that's why I like it and appreciate it. It is an amalgamation of music that I grew up with that I like. I was there during the era of the New Jack Swing. I was there during Tupac and when T.I. was on and popping. I was there doing all of that. So I can appreciate K-pop for what it is. It is just an amalgamation or a complex mishmash, hodgepodge of different things where Koreans have put their own cultural twist and their own twist on it. And I'm not hating on that. I'm not disrespecting that. But it is what it is. But to claim that something is new or somebody's concept is their concept, to claim that certain artistic, creative people innovated something because they put them in hoodies and sweatshirts and put a synth hip hop beat behind them, and all of a sudden that's like a whole new concept. It's just recycled from the West. So again, there's nothing original in K-pop. So if this group looks like that group's like that group, it is what it is. Now they get points shaved off for me for originality because there should be more innovation in K-pop. But that's a discussion for a whole nother time. When you talk about creative direction, we can have that conversation. There's plenty of YouTube channels that have done videos about how K-pop is basically just copying each other over and over again, that people are scared to innovate. But that's a whole nother discussion. I could do a whole video about that. But at the end of the day, the plagiarism is just another thing. People don't really care about that. It's just another way of weaponizing hate against groups that they don't like or that they're jealous of. And it's dumb. It's childish and it's dumb. Stop that. So now we're going to go on to JHope. JHope, let me stop before I start coughing. So we're going to go on to JHope. Time for me to take my swig of water. So we're going to talk about JHope concert. JHope of BTS, a.k.a. HYBE, a.k.a. Sunshine, a.k.a. Squirrel. I didn't know his nickname was Squirrel. JHope kicked off his concert in Seoul, South Korea. Let me tell y'all some little sidebar. Y'all know I get sidetracked. It is harder for me to speak Korean since I'm sick. Korean is I don't know how Korean people speak Korean being sick. Korean is a very back of the throat language, a lot of their words. So it's very hard for me to say the g, g. Like it's hard when your throat is messed up. Child, it just goes all out the window. But anyway, I digress. So JHope kicked off his concert in Seoul. And I watched clips and snips. You know, you can see it all over YouTube where fans have took fan cams and videos. And people also were able to stream it live if you felt like getting up 4 o'clock in the morning. They also supposed to stream it this weekend. It's a recording of Seoul. So we did 3 dates in Seoul. I watched JHope, some you guys are not. I please suggest you at least go on YouTube and watch the clips. At least watch my shorts. I did YouTube shorts about it. Because I kind of like low-key, like bootleg streamed it. But don't tell nobody. No, I'm just playing. There's fans who posted on YouTube that I watched it. And let me say, I've never seen a BTS concert live. I have not watched a lot of BTS concert videos in their entirety. Again, I'm baby ARMY. I've only been ARMY since June of 2024. I'll say it again. So to watch JHope, I've never seen a JHope, the Lollapalooza everybody talks about. I've watched clips, but I've not seen his whole performance. So I've never really seen JHope on the stage like that. JHope was phenomenal. JHope was out there. First of all, JHope just looked good. Like the way he was dressed, it wasn't too fancy. It was trendy. It was tasteful. It was stylish. It was hip hop. He looked real cool. Like I was like, JHope, let me say, JHope always looks stylish and good. JHope to me is the best dressed, my taste, of BTS. Always. JHope always looks clean. Always looks good. Even when JHope was wearing crazy shit. There's been some outfits that I'll be like, nobody can rock it. JHope can come out with a Big Bird costume on, with some yellow feathers on it in his hair, looking like Big Bird, wearing all yellow and orange. And I'll be like, I don't know. Anybody else would wear that. But with JHope, I'll be like, it just works. It just works. JHope can make any outfit work at any time. JHope has that gift. And so JHope, like whoever styled him and put his wardrobe for his concert, it was really good. I can say the same thing when I watched D-Day with Sugar, Min Yoongi. Every outfit that Min Yoongi has at all of his dates, he looked cool. But, you know, y'all know Sugar palette is black and white. He wears like a lot of black, a lot of white. That's his thing. He likes that. And it was cute. But, you know, I was like, dang, I would love to see Sugar in some more colors. But JHope looked good. You know, JHope was looking good. And JHope was fit. JHope then went to the military. If y'all don't watch Colt Nava, her channel, she is an unabashed JHope super fan. JHope is her ult. She has a whole channel she has the best channel on YouTube about JHope. Colt Nava. If you've not seen her channel, please do. And I think Colt subscribes to my channel. So hi, Colt. I think she does because I can, like, I've noticed that people who subscribe to my channel, I can tag them. But the people who can't, I can't tag them. But I can tag Colt. So I don't know. So I'm assuming she subscribes to my channel, which if she does, it's an honor. Because she's one of the first BTS channels I ever watched. So she talked about JHope being fit, and JHope went to the army. He done got a little muscle definition. He ain't got a little tone in the chest, the chesticles. So JHope was looking nice. So I do have to say that. And JHope danced and performed and sang, and everything was good. But one thing I have to say that people have not noticed, one thing I had to say that I give props to JHope. Like I said, and JHope is not my bias, Sugar is. JHope had his dancers. He had a diverse set of dancers. So that is something that nobody is talking about in these YouTube streets and online. I have not seen anyone talk about it. I would like to say, JHope, if he ever watches any one of my clips or my video, I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to JHope. With so much going on today in our world in the United States, I would give a heartfelt thank to JHope. People don't understand what of an opportunity it is to be a creative, a talent behind the scenes in the K-pop industry and not be Korean. It is a big deal to be a choreographer or a dancer and to be on stage in Seoul, with performing with JHope, and the fact that he gave young Korean dancers and a diverse set of dancers, African-American dancers, a lot of them, male ones and female dancers, the opportunity to be on stage with him. And like I said, I don't know if these dancers are going to tour with him or these are the ones that's going to be in other cities. But if they are, that's even more of an opportunity to be a dancer, period, in the music industry. It's you got to work your way up. It's hard. It's tough, hard work. I'm not a dancer, but I have known people who are dancers, that have been backup dancers and part of ensembles for other groups, went on tour with other groups. I had two friends that were dancers that actually went on tour with several artists. And the fact that being in Korea is more of a big deal. But JHope is even of a huge deal. To be up there with JHope and have that opportunity as a young African-American dancer, it's to me, it's just, it's so heartwarming and heartfelt and good to see that JHope, he basically knew the assignment. And like I said, I don't know if it was his creative director's decision, his decision. I want to say it's JHope's decision. JHope is a dancer. From what I know about JHope, he calculates and plans his concerts and his tours. JHope is always on business. I can't see him just not having a hand in who he works with and who he works with on his tours, and especially regarding the choreography, considering he's a dancer and a choreographer. So I'm just going to give him credit and anybody else credit due. But the idea that, considering what's going on in our world, that he had backup dancers that were a diverse set of people and not just Korean people, that he highlighted them and showcased. He didn't just get up there and dance. He highlighted them, showcased them, utilized them. They weren't just backup dancers. They were there with him. So a lot of the sets and the songs that he did, it was like a group, like an ensemble dance. And then there was some where he danced one-on-one with a beautiful, beautiful, looked like she was a Latina or African-American woman. They're African-American male dancers. He showcased, and that is a big, 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 big thing. And like I said, nobody I've seen has talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it and give big props to JHope and his team. And the big prop to the dancers, they looked good. They were break dancing, they were popping and locking. And for JHope to keep it authentic, because as again, if you watch my video, I talk about the origins of K-pop choreography is in the hip hop community. The music that JHope does is hip hop music. And so the fact that he tried to keep, he was keeping it real by having black dancers in Korea is a wonderful thing. So I would like to say much love to JHope for that. And it doesn't go unnoticed, maybe by a lot of K-pop fans, but not by this one. So that's what I have to say. So I will definitely, I like JHope before, but I really have a lot of respect for not only like his concert, the effort he put, the stage show he did, the art direction of the stage show was very nice. He interacted with fans beforehand and took pictures with fans when he was doing the sound check and everything. He interacted with fans and said hi to them and took pictures and took their phone. And JHope did all that. And so I really somebody who's new to BTS and new to Army. It was great to see JHope's personality shine, and I could see why y'all really go hard for JHope. I see it now. Like JHope to me is funny and outgoing, but I really see that he's a very personable person, and JHope knew the assignment, and JHope was on business. And JHope stayed, and to me, JHope seemed like a person that knew the assignment, that stayed on business. I went back and watched a lot of his videos from his album, music videos, and how he brought in hip hop dancers from Korea and from America, pop lockers that people forgot about, that he brought them in. He's a big fan of J. Cole. So much love and much props and respect to JHope. So in conclusion, I like to say my voice has been worn out. Make sure you thumbs up and like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the people that have been here. Not been many, but I do appreciate y'all being here. I will try to do my regular live stream on the weekend. And then I have a bunch of topics I would like to talk about. I'm surprised my voice is held for almost an hour. So I appreciate Eric, Joey R, anybody else watching this video. I appreciate it. People who are watching this on the rewatch, hey, hello. I would like to say all the people to rewatch on the rewatch, make sure you drop a like, comment, share, subscribe. Oh, and before I get off, please, this weekend, Sugar Day is almost upon us. Sugar's birthday is on the 9th. They've already started decorating in Korea and in Jakarta, India, Indonesia. People have already started decorating for the Sugar Day. I have said it in my previous videos. I hope we hear, if we do not hear from Sugar on his birthday, I will be very worried. I will be very concerned. But we have to hear from Sugar on his birthday. I would think. You think? We'll see. But on this channel, since Sugar is my bias and he is my ult, starting, I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, leading up to his birthday on the 9th, it's going to be a Sugar Palooza. I'm going to come on and do a live stream in this weekend, and we're just going to talk about the K-pop news, but we're also going to talk about Sugar. So I plan to have a Sugar stream. We're having a Sugar party. I did a bunch of Sugar shorts. I made a bunch of Sugar shorts. Even though I've been sick, I've still been cranking it out, y'all. I've been cranking it out. Cranking out my videos. I plan to do a Sugar video. I'm talking about Sugar's writing credits and stuff like that. I see a lot. I've seen a lot of videos about Sugar's biography, so I didn't want to repeat that. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so I really wanted to highlight Sugar's songs, the things that he's written, the artists that he's collaborated with. And I really wanted to talk about Sugar, the composer and the producer, that end of Sugar. Not just because I think we have a lot of video about his personal life, and y'all know information more than I do, you armies that have been around for a long time. But I think that Sugar's, and there are videos about Sugar's music and compositions, but I don't think he gets enough credit, enough props for being a really wonderful, talented producer and composer and writer. He's written a lot of songs that even I didn't even know about. I am learning these things as being new, even though he's my bias. But even I didn't know all the artists he's worked with, all the awards that he's won. I could go on and on, about it. But I'm going to do a whole video where I'm just going to highlight some of the songs that I really like, really love, or things that I didn't know about his songwriting process, about, and how he composes music, and then his musical talent, playing the piano, playing the guitar. These things are not easy. Playing a musical instrument is not easy. And the fact that Sugar can easily pick it up, like it seems like he was born to be musically inclined. And I that's a gift that I think that people don't talk about, Sugar being a really gifted musician and performer in all ways. And I don't think that's talked a lot about. So I'm going to highlight Sugar being the musical talent of Sugar. And so So I'm going to talk about that. So, y'all stay tuned. So all this weekend, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you don't miss my videos. And make sure you look at my posts. My posts, I have quizzes. I post fanfic. I post updates. I post quizzes. I literally post on my channel at least 3 or 4 times a day. I crank out probably more content than any YouTube channel I know. I have a full-time job. I'm a single mother to 2 kids, and I'm sick. So y'all give it up for me. Give it up for me. Like, I crank out, and I do this because I have a passion and a love for K-pop. And then I see things and I'm like, oh, I should put this out. And I'm always trying to, and I like editing. Like, I'm one of the few YouTubers that actually like to create videos. I like to do edits. I like to create videos. I like to write. I like to research. I enjoy all of these things. So when y'all see me cranking out a lot of videos, it's because I like to edit. I'm always learning. I'm always growing. I'm always trying to figure out what the audience, what my subscribers and audience want to see. And so I always appreciate you guys' feedback. Anytime you can give it, I appreciate feedback. As long as you're being respectful, I will take it with a grain of salt sometimes. And sometimes I hear what you guys are saying, I'll read it, and I always really reply to y'all. I always try to stay interactive with my subscribers because I never thought in a million years I would have like as many subscribers, and my channel has not even been around a year. But I really appreciate it, you guys. I appreciate Army. I appreciate the K-pop stands. I appreciate you haters. No, kitty. I appreciate my kitty over here being bad. Y'all know every time I do a live stream, my cat just goes wild. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate you guys coming here. But until next time, and this weekend, I'm going to try to do a live stream this weekend. So I appreciate you guys. And if you guys have any suggestions for topics, please go to my community, formerly community tab, my post tab, and let me know. And then I'll get back to you. And then I have more content coming out this week. My cat's being bad. Anyway, y'all, until next time, y'all, I'm out of here. No, kitty. Be bad, kitty.